about showing up for yourself, even if it's for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, like maybe if it's even 5 minutes, I'm saying that those 5 minutes could be setting the foundation for what sets apart your future, and what sets apart, what you were doing in the past, what you were doing yesterday versus what you're doing today.
I'm just calling to say I
am so troubled by the soul of mine. I've said those words so many times. I need you in this life. I need you in this life. So, how to show up for yourself when you're not necessarily feeling your best. I don't know it all, but I'd like to share with you some things that I'm practicing on my own. One of those things is just to get up and make up your bed, tidy up your space so that, you're feeling motivated, and even if it's just a small percentage. I did want to show you these earrings. Like sometimes just throwing on some earrings or some accessories, or maybe even just doing your hair, taking a shower. I don't have on the best outfit right now. I have on some cute little biker shorts and a t-shirt. I think it's Hanes. But I'm fresh and I'm clean, so, I'm not 100% today. I don't feel well, but that's what this video is about today, like how to show up for yourself even when you're not at 100%. Like sometimes it can just take those baby steps that I love to talk about, or those small victories that I love to celebrate, and it's like setting those micro goals. And if it's just 30 minutes, 15, maybe if you can only pull 10 minutes together to just show up for yourself today, that 10 minutes can be what sets the foundation, or sets, the foundation for the rest of your future into fruition. So, it is important to, even if it's only for, like I said, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes or 5 minutes. That 5 minutes could be the 5 minutes of your life that you showed up for yourself and it made a difference. Some better lighting in here, you guys. I was just talking to you on camera. I hadn't even plugged up my lights yet. But like I said, we're gonna celebrate those small victories, and I guess I was more so inspired right at that moment in time to share that information with you guys. So isn't that much better? Right? Okay. Like, isn't that much better? So, okay. My cord is showing. What cord is that? It's okay. Like, we can crop that out. But yeah, so today's video is all about showing up for yourself when you're not just feeling 100% your best. Like maybe you're mentally drained, physically drained, maybe you're not 100% where you want to be with your health, with your lifestyle, with your living situation, with your home, with your job, with the relationships in your life. And it's not even about knowing exactly where you are or where you want to be, but it's like, hey, I have the desire to be at a certain point in my life in whatever lane that it is. And this video is just about showing up for yourself, even if it's for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, like maybe if it's even 5 minutes, I'm saying that those 5 minutes could be setting the foundation for what sets apart your future, and what sets apart, what you were doing in the past, what you were doing yesterday versus what you're doing today. So if this sounds like something that you might want to chat about, I'm doing a little something different today because one of the things I want to talk about with showing up for yourself even when you may not be feeling your best in whatever aspect is getting a little creative with it. So on my show I love to do fashion inspired content, but today I'm trying something different and I'm stepping outside the box and to show up for myself today and be a little creative and different, and hoping this inspires somebody to do a little chit chat with you guys. So bear with me because I don't know how this is going to go, but I do feel inspired. I have some notes that I took earlier because I've been up all morning, and I did just notice that my lips are a little dry, so I'm gonna go moisturize and then grab my notebook so you guys don't go anywhere, or meet me back right here in just a second. Like go grab you something to drink, go grab you some water or whatever your desired beverage, and your snack, blanket, whatever you need, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I am back. I am moisturized and I got some water for hydration. So let's take a moment of silence to just get hydrated and show ourselves some self-love. See, celebrating those small victories, because I know it's like, we love water, we hate water. We know we need water, but when you strayed away, from those healthy daily habits that that we need, it can be a struggle to just take a sip of water. So I'm all about setting those micro goals and also celebrating those small and micro victories. Okay, so I got my notepad and I am going to be reading off of it, or just using it to stay up to date on just what I was inspired by when I woke up this morning. And do excuse me, but like I said, this is my first time doing things like this, but for 2023, it's for me, it's about changing my mindset. So if that's something that interests you, follow along with me in this video. And yeah, I forgot to say welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back, and if you're new, thank you so much for tuning in. It really does mean a lot to me. My name is Tonnie and this is Shopaholics Anonymous. Okay, so today I want to talk about showing up for yourself, even when you may not be feeling your best. So one way to do that is to basically invest in yourself. And a lot of times when we hear people talk about investing in ourselves, we think that, the first thing that comes to mind is money, right? And it's sometimes that can make you feel like you don't have any options, because especially in the world that we live in today with inflation and everything like that, or without inflation, if you're just not budgeting or whatever, you're just not financially free, you know, or financially stable where you want to be, you know, you hear investing in yourself and you think about money, and that makes you feel like you don't even have any options. But today I want to talk about something that's free to invest in yourself, because in the beginning of the video I did talk about even if it's showing up for yourself for 30, 15, 10, maybe even 5 minutes, that can be that small amount of time that you're showing up for yourself that can set the pace for your future. So time is definitely what I want to talk about today, and I want you to change your mindset and start thinking about time as a resource. But it's a different resource in itself than any other, because it's one of those resources that is a privilege. Yes, because you know, not all of us are promised, you know, to wake up, but if you're promised, you know, if you're blessed enough to, or highly favored enough, however you want to put it, don't come for me, but you know, if you woke up today, and you know, we're only focusing on right now in the moment that we're in, if you woke up today, then this resource that is called time, like, it's something that is like given to you for free. So why not invest it in yourself? Like, why not change your mindset and start thinking about time as a resource, like as an asset? So time is an investment into the life that you see for yourself. Something that I do partake in is procrastination. Like, that's, or one of my biggest, you know, on my journey with like inward, like looking at, okay, so I'm talented, or I have this idea, whatever, and I have all, you know, the resources, blah blah blah, but like, why am I not where I feel like I want to be? Like, you know, why am I still on this hamster wheel? Like, why have I not reached that financial freedom that I'm looking for, you know, the success in my business that I'm looking for? And it's, you know, if you've looked inward, and like, something that I've noticed about myself is that I tend to procrastinate, and procrastination, I really do believe, stems from a place of fear, because there's plenty of times that I've had all the resources and I like enough knowledge to sit there and create an ebook, but right before I do something, I'll sit there and I'll like watch some more YouTube videos, or do some more research, or make some more notes. So it's like getting out of your head, just getting out of your head and just trying, just doing something, because it's like, if you don't do it, or the longer that you're taking to try and perfect something, like that perfection, like, it's a thin line between perfection and procrastination. So like, just like investing with money, like if you invest your time, the result will be very beneficial. So it's like, just like, you know, if you're investing money, or you have a bank account, let's say you have a bank account, and you know, you're having the money sit there and it's drawing interest, you know, all the time that you're using not doing something, or believing in those false fears, that then creates procrastination, like that we try to mask and put this mask on it that is perfection. You're not gaining any interest. But if you can just come together, if you can like get outside of your own head and show up for yourself for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, even 5 minutes, over time, we're creatures of habit. So over time, that 5 minutes is going to turn into 10 minutes. And then that 10 minutes is going to turn into 15 minutes. And then that 15 minutes is going to turn into 30 minutes. And before you know it, you're showing up for yourself daily, or however, like, you're setting the pace. Like, if you want to be more consistent in your endeavors, like, before you know it, you're doing that every day. And then you're going to look back and you're going to say, hey, like, I've been investing that time into that savings account, and it's into that banking account, and it's sitting there and it's gaining interest. So it's just like investing with money, if you change your mindset and think of it that way. Like, time management is just like, it's just like a game. It's just like checkers. It's just like chess. Like, it doesn't come innate to everyone. We're now investors in this game, or this chess game. We're now investors in this game called time management. But we're starting small with 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes, and we're investing in what we see for ourselves. We're no longer making excuses. We're no longer doing research on top of research on top of research. We're no longer spending that time that we could be investing in ourselves on more research or watching other people do it and them constantly telling us, hey sis, or hey bro, or hey fam, you can do it too, but you're not doing it. You know, we're no longer seeing other YouTubers or other influencers at the same, you know, status as us, and then we look up and 8 months has passed and they're living and they're walking in their purpose, and no hate to them, but you're not there because you're not showing up for yourself. That's another thing with investing that makes time so much better than any other thing that you could invest with, whether it be gold, money, or anything like that, is that you'll always get tangible results. When you invest, when you start looking at time as a resource, when you start looking at time as an asset, and when you start looking at time as you know, as yourself as a dividend, and time as the investment, you know, that you're investing into yourself or into the things that you want for your future or into the things that you desire. That versus money, you know, sometimes when you're investing in money, you do take a loss, but I really don't see that you can ever take a loss when you're investing time into yourself. Like the result or the result or the benefit is always going to be tangible. It's always going to be something that you can touch and that you can feel and that you can show proof. You're always going to be able to back that up. When you put in the time and invest in yourself, you'll always be able to back that up, and no one will ever be able to take that away from you. Results can be things like more confidence, more engagement, more followers if that's something that you're into, maybe a brand deal that you've always wanted, success in your business, success on your YouTube channel, success on your Instagram. Maybe you want to start making money on Facebook with the Reels Challenge, whatever it is. If you start investing time in yourself, I don't see a way that you can ever fail. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you've done enough research. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you've taken enough notes. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't need another notebook. You don't need to watch another YouTube channel. I love that, you know, but do that in your leisure. But when it's time to show up for yourself, get up and show up. It's not about what you're wearing at this point, because that's not the goal. Micro goal that we're setting right now is just showing up for yourself. Now it's time to do. Now it's time to get out of our heads, you know, and actually show up for our dreams and, you know, our desires that we want, you know, and it's time to put those things into fruition now before 2023. You know, it's time to practice now. It's like basically like showing yourself a little TLC, but then showing your goals a little TLC, sprinkling in that time, you know, like watering them just like you would water a plant. And I did want to leave you with some daily affirmations that maybe you can put up on your wall. One of them is up on my wall, and I'll insert that clip of that. But it's like telling yourself every day, hey, I am the solution. So that it's like training yourself to like, it's okay to pull from all these other places, but you have to understand that you're centered. We need to change our mindset so that we can become centered, so that we can become that tree and we can become rooted, and then our roots can get deep, and then we can pull the nutrients where we need it and not get overloaded. And I just want to remind you that you are the solution, you know, and I also want to remind you to set yourself up to win. Start setting those micro goals, and then after you achieve those micro goals, turn them into small goals, you know, take baby steps. Please don't forget to celebrate those small victories. I know at times we could have a crowd of people around us, or we could have no one around us, and sometimes it just feels like, you know, we become conditioned to being under celebrated. So we have to learn to start celebrating ourselves, and I'm here to celebrate with you. So even if you have to just come and tune into my channel and drop something in the comments, like you can always email me, you can hit me up on any of my social medias, Tonnie Hemphill on Facebook, Shopaholics Anonymous Anonymous 405 on Facebook, or Shopaholics405 @gmail.com. Just send me an email, and you know, I don't care if it's like, hey, like I got up this morning and I made up my bed. That's a small victory, and we need to start celebrating ourselves. Like, you know, like it's okay that nobody's celebrating you, you know. That doesn't mean you're not worthy of being celebrated, and we have to start remembering that. But yeah, I'm not going to talk you guys' heads off. I just want to send peace and prosperity and happiness and faith all over your day today, and I just hope that you can take something from this video, and even if it's just 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, or maybe even just 5 minutes, maybe if it's 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Because supposedly with all the studies and statistics of how we are today and our attention spans, it's like really that small. So even if it's 45 seconds, like you hear that, like, see, that's life. That's telling me like, hey, like maybe this video is a little bit too long, but just remember to show up for yourself today. And thank you so much for tuning into my video. Once again, my name is Tonnie with Shopaholics Anonymous, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.